Coming to you live from a junk room someplace west of Tatooine, it's not necessarily Star Wars news, with your host, the Junkman.
Good evening, everyone. It's me, the Junkman, back for not necessarily Star Wars news, where I give you the best of Star Wars news of the week, but also pop culture news, toy news, fandom news, and we read some viewer mail. So before we get started, if you follow me on Twitter, you know I teased that I had something very cool for this week's episode. Well, that got pushed back to next Friday, so sorry about that. Let's not waste any more time to get right to the news. Star Wars actor Simon Pegg says George Lucas is missing from the new Star Wars films. Also missing from the new Star Wars films? Great lightsaber duels. Jenna Carradi, Pedro Pascal, two actors of names I can't say, but I'll put their pictures up here so you know what I'm talking about, has been cast in the upcoming Star Wars series, The Metal Orion. Don't you love it when you get casting news of people you never heard of? Hot Wheels have revealed the new Chewbacca and TIE Fighter pilot character cards. Sadly, there's still no Grandpa Ichikar. Hot Wheels have revealed... Oh, did that one already! Carrie Fisher's daughter, Billie Lourd, says she filmed her parts for episode 9 this September, and the script was magical. If there's anyone to trust on if a movie script is good or not, it's the person who got the job only because their mother's a star. That's it. That's Star Wars news for the week. And I stretched that out. Now, I'm not trying to give you at least 5, but stretched that one out for you. Sorry. Slow week. It's official. Tom Cruise will no longer play action hero Jack Reacher. It's also official. Family Ties actor Scott Valentine is not playing anyone on anything. Where are you, Scott? Come back. We need you. James Cameron has wrapped production on the sequel to Avatar, just in time for him to start work on Avatar 3, 4, 5, and 6. Wasn't one enough? This week we lost a Marvel god, a country picker, and an Oscar-winning writer. So, for the loss of these three great talents, let me get 3 paper dolls. Here you go, Stan Lee. Here you go, Rory Clark. Here you go, William Goldman. Sad week. Shocking news, the first reactions to the Hellboy reboot are in, and it's pretty bad. A Hellboy reboot, and people don't like it. Who would have thought that? A new poster for the upcoming Aquaman movie has been released, showing the amazing Aquaman standing next to Batman and Robin's Poison Ivy. This is about all we got today, guys. Sorry. In toy news, Rick and Morty fans all over the internet were excited when they got the first reveal of the upcoming Pickle Rick action figure. And thousands of non-Rick and Morty fans got a very confused look on their face. A pickle action figure? In toy news, NECA Toys has released images of their upcoming Nightmare on Elm Street accessory pack. Not to be outdone, McFarlane Toys has released images of their upcoming Critters action pack. That's all I got. Slow weekday, guys. Sorry about now. But now here's Larry J. Wampa with sports.
Today in sports, somebody threw a ball, made a pass at a tight end, and that's how he scored. Back to you, Junkman.
It's time for news from the fandom.
Well, fandom news this week. A lot of YouTubers were saddened to hear that their network Def Media has closed down, leaving a lot of YouTubers such as movie reviewer Chris Stuckman, soft-spoken Sean Dawson, and the never-heard-of Smosh Brothers without pay for the last couple of months. Now, I'll be honest with you, I've never heard of this network thing, and I checked out on YouTube a couple videos and read a couple news reports, and other than the YouTubers not getting paid and that the company did some evil, dirty shit, I'm not really sure what's going on. And I was going to talk about it in the fandom news, but the more I read, the less I wanted to talk about it. And then I was too lazy to pick another topic. So that's our fandom news of the week. As for the YouTubers out there that's missing months of back pay, I only got 3 words for you, and I hope it helps out. That sucks, dude. We'll be right back.
Thingamabob, gobbledygook, what's its face? Whatchamacallit, whatever it is, whatever it was. Chocolatey chocolate, whatchamacallit, how's it go? Wowzum-doo, chew-gooey caramel, whatchamacallit, doohickeys, you know what I mean, peanutty crispies. Chewy, chocolatey, crunchy, Doodad, it's good and Marie, more than a mouthful, it's whatchamacallit.
And now it's time for the Junkman to answer viewer mail.
This week's fan letter comes from Albert Finney over at Hickory, North Carolina, and he writes, Dear Junkman, there's a lot of odd Star Wars stuff out there, but what is the oddest Star Wars merchandise you ever come across? Albert, that's a really good question. There's a lot of odd Star Wars merchandise that's been released over the 40 years. I mean, we got the C-3PO tape dispenser that was in his crotch. We got the Jar Jar Binks sucker. We even got a Revenge of the Sith air sick bag. But what's the oddest of all these merchandise that's came out over the 40 years? I think that would have to be the flavored cigarettes by Marlboro called Imperial Walkers. Thank you, Albert. We'll be right back.
Some folks don't believe the super fruitiness of Bonkers fruit candy. They learn soon enough. Some folks think Bonkers is gum. They know it's candy now. With this extra fruity inside, Bonkers is so super fruity. Whoops!
Bonkers. Bonks you out.
Some candy!
Artificially flavored.
I want to thank everyone watching. It's been a really slow news week, so I apologize for that. But I hope you learned some things you didn't know, and I hope you had a chuckle or two. Probably not the best video I ever done either. But hey, it's Friday. We've got to do one, right? Can't just say there's no news this week. But I want to thank you for watching. As always, support this channel over at patreon.com. Buy some t-shirts over at starwarsjunk.net. And as always, share this video. Tell everyone else about the Junkman, about Star Wars Junk, where we not just talk about Star Wars, we talk about all kinds of pop culture stuff or whatever we just want to talk about. Thank you for watching, and we'll be back next week to start all over again.
And that's what happened this week in Star Wars. Join us next Friday for more news from a junk room far, far away.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.